Gentlemen, to some more Warhammer 2 SFO Grimhammer as the Greenskins. The last few videos I sounded like, well, my true self, that is a android set on conquering the world or something along those lines, but I think I figured it out. I think I figured it out why, but I'm not sure. I've also been having some microphone trouble lately, and I blame OBS for all of it, but I don't know, honestly. So, anyways, I think it should be a little bit better now, but the force that was rather garrisoned at Crookfang Fort has now left, and, well, that leaves us with a very simple decision indeed. War to the dwarves. Alright, now, I kind of want to fight this because it's going to be fun, but we, you know, can't afford to do that. Plus, auto-resolving is way better in the SFO, so might as well showcase that off a little bit. Well, it's not better as in easier, it's just more realistic. This is growth. It's not a bad thing to have. I'll build a greenskin camp, I think. No, probably a smarter idea would be to build stuff over here, such as... Let's see, Goblin Trinketer Bench, or a Troll Cave. You know, a Troll Cave, that excites me. But I do need a shiny mine as well, because that's income, and we're in desperate need of income. This will allow me to construct Orc Biggins. And then later we're going to be able to build Black Orcs. Okay, what else do we need? So, recruitment-wise, it would be not a terrible idea to build something like... Okay, so support buildings 1, 2, 3, right? 1, 2, 3. That gives us 2 other things to play with. But we also have 1, 2 landmarks. So we can't really have anything else construction-wise here. And honestly, I'm not that interested in the Orc Boar Boys. However, the Orc Boar Boy Biggins, that's a OBBU, okay? We're going to shorten it down to OBBU. Those are pretty good. Like, they're very, very good. We're saying sod the squigs, basically. This is not a good place to build them. What about support buildings? Shaman Hut. We don't need a Shaman Hut, not really. Right? And to be honest with you, we don't necessarily need the Goblin thing either. Well, we're gonna build a Goblin thing because it's Rock Lubbers and then later Doom Diver Catapults. So we're gonna build one of those. But, you know, like, realistically, we don't really need them, per se. We might want to build 2 of these, what are they called? Big stuff buildings, because, okay, these aren't that useful. This one is, though. I don't know, we'll make the decision later, pretty much. For now, I'm happy with this. Karagdron has been taken, though, which endangers Iron Rock significantly. And that's not good, for obvious reasons. Ooh, that's really not good. Okay, I would like to go and deal with this. We might have to resort to diplomacy. Ugh, I know.
What? Talk then, but I make no.
Oh, you're willing to go to have a peace thing with me? Okay, I'll pay you. I really will. Like 300.
Won't happen. Zulrikas.
Clan Arg or whatever is irrelevant. These guys are easy pickings, I need their territory. But you I need to sign a peace treaty with. Now, it doesn't matter because I'm going to break it later, but you're going to descend down that bloody mountain and attack me, and it's easier to get a peace while you're still in the settlement. Let's say 810? I'm not willing to pay more than that. I'll go back and fight you rather than anything else. Now, do we want to upgrade this? Ah, it's not expensive, sure. Didn't mean to do that. Okay, so what's the next move? Well, obviously we're going to end turn, but while I'm doing that, we can go south to Karak Asgal, or we can go to this place and complete the province. I think we're going to go over here because their army went this way, and I kind of want to fight that army more than want to do anything else specifically. Plus, that will be a whole new province that I'd have to deal with. Non-aggression pact with Wurgaz. Sure, yes. I don't need that many more enemies than I already have. Besides, we'll break it later. Now we'll probably confederate with him. Because Wurgaz is usually an easy target to confederate with. By the time you get to him, you already have plenty of land, and he is just sort of stuck a little bit. And if you play with Wurgaz, it's the other way around. You gobble up a bunch of land, and by the time you get to Grimgor or Azag, they want to confederate with you, but yeah, anyways. Orcs are not doing too well in this general area, well, apart from me.
You'll have a say. I'm the only orc. The Alpha Orc.
That's hilarious. Non-aggression pact with you. The Greenskin tribe. Vampiric influence. I'll sign the non-aggression pact because I think I can confederate with most of you, and I'm pretty, you know, I'm looking forward to doing that basically. But yeah, we're gonna go take the easier settlement out, and allow for some more income to flow into the treasury, which in turn should allow us to grab another army. Which in turn is gonna basically let us defend Iron Rock. But I really don't want to fight on two fronts. See, now they've mobilized against me, now they don't want the peace treaty. Which is a little bit unfortunate. But tell you what, considering we're heading this way, and the enemy army is right there, and we're gonna fight them, what are they doing, mustering? Yeah, they could be mustering. Here's what I want to figure out. Are the fanatic Night Goblin archers better at ranged combat than Orc Arab boys? No, then they're not better at anything, really. They're just straight up worse in most respects. So, how many? I can grab 3 big guns, though. That's significant. I'm going to grab 3 big guns, and then either you're going to go down here, in which case I'm going to fight you. Am I? A lot of soldiers. I might go to Karak Azul and fight that. Actually, I probably will. Or I might just sit there and raid and wait for you to leave. Oh, I don't know. How's your fightiness doing, by the way? Critically low, okay. Grimgor's having trouble building up fightiness as well. The casualties we take after battles diminish it significantly. And it's not like we're, you know, not doing good in battle. We're doing amazingly well. Ooh. There he is. Well, I do have, like, a buffer state between me and him, so... But he might have another army up north. Yeah, the dwarves are powerful. specifically Karakadrin and the not Grombrindal the White Dwarf, the other one. God, what the hell am I? I can't remember the name. For the life of me, I can't remember the name. Oh, that's 2 armies right there you moved. So you have 2 armies just sitting there doing nothing, and you can afford it, and you're actually mustering a 3rd one. Oh no, you're mustering 2 full armies, basically, from the what little settlements that you have. You're able to sustain... Ah, right, never mind, it's 1 army. Yeah, you're mustering the 2nd one, but it's 1 army. Okay. I keep double-clicking, it's not me, it's the mouse. Okay, hammerers, miners, quarrelers. The question is, can I beat that? And I don't think it's gonna be all that easy to beat, to be honest with you. But what's the alternative? Fight it now while it's there and try and beat it outside of their own settlement. Which again is going to be stupidly difficult, but we can try. Alternatively, go for Karak Azul, let him recruit 2 armies, fight left and right. That's a terrible idea. Alright, we're fighting. I don't like it, but I don't have much choice in the matter, do I? But I really don't like it. Then again, I fought the Greenskins up there north that had, like, more men, didn't they? They ultimately had a lot more men than I did, and I won again, and it was a sort of similar setup. But I really don't like that balance of power. That balance of power is basically saying you have no chance in hell of winning. Well, then again, it's gonna depend on what we can do with the Boar Boys and the Wolf Riders, because if we can get to the Quarrelers, actually the Quarrelers are really good in melee too. I mean, we're fighting goblins, and goblins you can chew up in melee instantly, but Quarrelers are like, they're really good at melee. Almost as good as Dwarven Warriors. They have just less armor and stuff, but they're almost as good. See, that's a problem. Alright, we need to spread this thin. And we need to get the Arab boys, like so. Catapults in the rear. Grimgore up front. Cav to the side. Okay, here's the idea. Considering all the reinforcements are coming from there, we deal with the dwarf with Grimgore immediately. And everything else sort of, you know, rotates to deal with the reinforcements. You're being a bit slow. Do you have Foe Seeker? Yeah, you do. Alright, use Foe Seeker. Go and, well, you know, seek out your foe. This thing is going to be... Are you retreating? You're also taking fire from something. I'm not sure what. Because you can't fire while moving, right? See, I would assume so, but judging by the blood splatter, they probably can. That's way too many dwarves, but the power isn't that bad. I mean, we technically have more soldiers than they do, which... What's that, grudge thrower? A bolt thrower. Bolt thrower's fine. I have cavalry. And the AI is stupid. I'm gonna regret those words, aren't I? I'm gonna regret those words so goddamn much. Here's the thing, though. I have cavalry. You said so already. No, they don't. That's the big important difference, is that I have cavalry and they don't. So, I'll take the hits for a while. But, that bolt thrower and that grudge thrower are both dead. It's just they're going to take out an Orc Boys unit in the process, which is not a good trade. Oh, fuck that! You can't outrun them setting up to throw charges? I mean, fair enough, you're riding glorified pigs into combat, but... Fuck that! Cavalry can't outrun anything. Fuck that, really? You're being slow, and not the stupid kind of slow, but kind of the stupid kind of slow. Alright, fuck them. Bring them to their knee. We fight for Nod. Well. Alright, lost half the cavalry getting here. You better be worth it. One grudge thrower, gone. Who's shooting at me? They have thunderers, lovely. I need to slow this down for a second. I need you to start fighting as well, if that you know, wouldn't be too difficult for you. I'd appreciate you starting to bloody fight. Use Foe Seeker again. Shall we use Warg? I think we shall. Yes, we shall. This is a good idea to use. This is a very good idea, yes. Can't afford to use any of our abilities sparingly. We need to use those abilities. Lost just more than half of the cavalry to nothingness, to actual literal nothingness. One volley of missiles, and that's about it. Okay, Black Orcs can deal with the blasting charges more than effectively. Let's start running towards them in a more direct manner, and you go and kill the Rune Lord, because he's annoying. Lost the Boar Boys as well, trying to get to the bloody artillery. The idea is you use cavalry to counter the missiles, right? That's sort of what this is balanced around. There's not much point in doing that if you lose the entire missile unit before it gets to the friggin' cavalry. However, I'm not complaining, because I've played 3 Kingdoms recently, and it's much worse. They've been left alone to do that, haven't they? Okay. We're gonna kill the, we're gonna kill that lot now, and we're gonna kill that lot, okay? Don't you dare start running away from me, I will end you. You're not running away at full health. Goblins can run away, they're sort of paid to be annoying, and that's about it. Now, if you come back with 3 men to man the catapults again, I'm going to be very annoyed with you. Well, I'm having you fight dwarves. I don't know. Well, the worst idea in the world, I suppose. If not for this catapult, we would have lost this battle ages ago. What the hell is that range? You don't have that kind of range. What can you do about it, man? Come on. They're fighting outside of their effective range. What am I supposed to do? They've been given range buffs. Oh, turn around and start firing missiles. Friggin' idiots. Who's running away now? Molgo Iron Picks, Cazador Dragon Slayer. Well, the line cracked a little bit, but that's fine. Okay, Grimgore, guess what? You need to stop running away at a third of your health, right? That needs to happen. If you're gonna run away at full health while theirs fight to literally, like, look at this. What right do they have to win against... Well, okay, Wolf Riders are fine, but what right do these guys have to win against this? This is just no. I mean, this is no, okay? Well, we understand each other, but this is simply no. Nyet. Okay, what about this lot? So we have them in sort of a messed up situation over there. You need support. Black Orcs taking their sweet while getting places. Alright. That'll help. You've killed the Rune Lord. You've more than killed the Rune Lord. Alright. These stack on top of one another, so let's use them. Let's abuse our overpowered abilities. I'm gonna lose against Thunderers, which have 0... Right, Orc boys, I was gonna say, if that's cavalry retreating, I'm gonna have a word with them. What is this? Oh. Why is it there and not over there? Cravens, your warriors flee at 60 men remaining. Fighting against Quarrelers. You were routed by Quarrelers in melee. Yeah, I see no balance issues with this faction whatsoever. Quarrelers can rout primary Orc melee units. What the hell are we supposed to do with them then? No way you're going to win that, but you're going to hold them off. Miners with blasting charges in melee can rout Orc melee units. By the way, guess who's cheaper? I'm actually not 100% sure. But yeah, I've lost a whole Orc Boar Boy unit to a single Quarreler unit in melee. I mean, we've won one of the flanks, so I'm gonna win this, probably, I'm guessing, I don't know. 5 seconds until the buff again. Look at how much health he has. The Rune Lord, look at how much health he has, he's still fighting. These guys are routing at 67, and they have a higher veterancy rating. And they're broken, like they're not gonna turn around and come back, they're routing forever. It's actually insane. Orc Araboys, half health, running away. I guess that's fair enough because they can't kill a single one of those iron picks, but... Come on, man. Oh, they actually decided to come around. Okay, maybe with 3 of our units we can rout one of their skirmishers. Maybe, if we're lucky. I doubt it, but, you know, maybe. If we're good boys and we try really, really hard, then maybe the game will allow us to rout one of their skirmisher units with the worst melee statistics in the game. You know, maybe. Who knows? Probably, you know. We have to pray really, really hard to Gork and Mork, but, you know, I would assume eventually we'd be allowed to do that. And just maybe, if we focus every single ranged unit known to us, and then they just break because the game decides, alright, I've tortured you enough. Oh, for crying out loud. And the worst part of it all is... I can't continue the battle. Because they're going to run away, because they're so damn good at running away. Right, solve the Dragon Slayer, kill those orcs. Those dwarves, sorry. Well, they're fighting like orcs, and that's high praise. And let's do that. My warriors are fleeing mid us chasing the enemy down. This is, you know, you've heard of a close battle, but you haven't heard of a battle this close. Actually, no, it's a mass rout. So there you go, we were 2 seconds away from a mass rout. Goes to show you. But I suppose the fact that I won against 2 enemy armies should be, you know, reason enough for me to be happy, but I'm not. I'm not, because they're going to go back and they're going to replenish a stupid amount of their health points. And I'm not going to replenish anything. And I'm going to be a sad boy. If we can kill Cazador, I think we're on to something. You know? Lord Dwarven Warriors. You managed to not catch up to those guys. More Dwarven Warriors. Okay. I think we picked up a decent amount of them as they were running away. Managed to not catch up to those guys, though. Yeah, and on paper, that's supposed to be another balancing factor, the fact that they can't run away is good. Yeah, right. Cavalry's having a hard time catching them up, but then again. Ooh, those were the ones with great weapons. Those are the ones that routed 2 units. That's good. Murder them. Very good, very good. Murder all of them. Excellent. Now, you say Pyrrhic victory, I say glorious victory on the field of battle has been achieved. That's what we wanted to see. So they have 100, 200, around 300 men remaining. Now, the way my casualties are distributed is not particularly great. But the cavalry is still useful, all the archers are still useful. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 melee units are still useful. 6 if we push it, plus Grimgore. That's very manageable. 140, really? Mind you, the speed is... yeah. Okay. Ooh. I can pay 5,000 and spawn an army near your faction leader with the constant effect listed below. Campaign speed plus 25. Minus 50 upkeep for lower tier units, plus 50 upkeep for higher tier units. Get the gits out of here. There's our land. This is all for 10 turns, though. I don't like any of this. I'm gonna get the army. Sod it, we're getting the army. It's a full-on army. You've given me a full-on army. It's not a warg army, it's a proper army. You've given me a full-on army to play around with.
I will not disgrace my ancestors. Start the war.
Scafard Beardburner. Problem is, that means I'm going to disband all of this. And you're going to obviously need to not recruit those.
This is my land.
But we are at Greentide Level 2 Civil War. Who is the boss? Alright. Right. Okay.
Now's the time.
I'm going to take the Shaman.
Move in.
Out. I'm going to take the big boss out, but I'm going to have to disband you, I'm afraid. No, this is slightly more manageable. Slaga the Beardburner. Okay, I mean, sure. Yeah, go and take Karak Asgal for me. And we sort of kind of have the money to deal with this. Now, I'm going to fight this battle for one very simple reason. If I don't, yeah, I'm going to lose units. And unlike Three Kingdoms, that actually matters. Do you get the vibe that I don't really like Three Kingdoms? I do. It's not a bad game. But it's just a bunch of really great things mixed with a bunch of really bad things. So, you know, that's my opinion on it. By the way, this series is not going to go on for long. I'm going to probably deal with the dwarves in the south, and that's it, because then there's very little that can stop the green tide. Quite literally nothing, actually. All things considered. So, we do have a little bit more in the way of men to play with, though, so this is very nice. Keep these guys in the back, because they will die if they go on the front lines. They're the grudge catapult, if anything, if nothing else. All the archers are fair game. Cavalry go there. We're going to be slow, but to hell with it. Let's start the battle. Obviously, you're going to need to start throwing that at them. And the cavalry has a very, very simple objective. Stop the catapult from launching a single piece of whatever the hell do they launch. Stones, I would imagine. Now. Can we get the goblin ready? Thank you very much. Launch! Okay, let's see. How good am I at hitting stuff? Sploosh! That's enough fun. Let's go back into the battle. You're not using the catapult yet. When you start using it, that's when you're going to start regretting the fact that you've used it. Did I put Grimgor in? Ugh, I put him in the wrong place. Alright, that's fine. There you go. Now you start regretting the fact that you've ever used it. You go there. I want the Black Orcs to fight the Iron Picks. You to fight them, you to fight them, you two to charge them, you to charge them. Grimgor. Kill the Lord. Oh, do the wild thing, Bow Seeker. Do the charge bonus as well, because you can use it. And there you go. This should be fairly easy. And dead. You git. Did you cut off his head? Yeah, you cut off his head. Lovely. The enemy lord is wounded. That doesn't look like wounded. That looks a little bit worse than wounded, but okay. Ones with the blasting charges are out. Iron Picks are having a hard time breaking, but, you know, we can assist. Stop the archers from firing. I put one of the orc boys in the back instead of the front. Ah, doesn't matter. Alright, there we go. All that was important is that we don't auto-resolve, because we would lose troops then, and besides, this is way more effective. We only lost 41. Because it's a siege, the enemy would have gotten a bonus to auto-resolving for no apparent reason. Because it's not a siege, it's a field battle, because somebody decided to, you know, ruin siege battles forever in Total War. And I'm not exactly referring to Warhammer 2, but it started the trend. You played the sieges in Three Kingdoms? Horrible. Horrible. 2 towers can take out up to 3 units. Full units. Played with artillery lately in Three Kingdoms? Early artillery's okay. Late artillery? You don't need anything else. You really don't. Plus 15 leadership. No, slide it to one of the weaker units, I suppose. We can use it, right? There we go, lovely. So that's all she wrote for the dwarves down here. Another one of 4's province conquered. Set up camp. Recruitment goes up. We don't need to recruit. Recruitment cost goes down. Don't need that. Effigy of Gork. Get out of here. Recruitment duration -1. Effigy of Gork, definitely. Hoo-wee! Is it really that big of a bonus? Damn, okay. Campaign movement range, no. Obedience -2, income from sacking settlements, +10, own armies faction-wide. This is horrible! All of these are horrible. No, we're gonna get rid of that, though. All of these are really, really bad. Like, income from sacking settlements faction-wide? Who cares? We never sack anyway. Income extortion rate -5%. That's horrible too, but it increases growth. And this is like campaign movement range, which is also horrible. Alright, we'll go with Camp Ruckus. Was that a double click? Yeah. Suppose so, but I mean, that's all bad. Okay, Grimgore. We got Warg from here, so we don't need anything else. The best is really good. This is expensive, can't afford it. Let's take a look at this line. Eyes on the prize, income from post-battle loot goes down. But +25 growth from all provinces. Campaign movement range goes up, melee defense goes down. So that's the thing with this mod. It's all trade-offs. It's never an upgrade. Well, that's not true. Sometimes it's an upgrade, but most of the time, no. Leadership -5 for lords and embedded heroes, enemy armies, and region. Right, that's actually good. -5 recruitment, own armies faction-wide. Oh, we're going with these two. That is just glorious. Because this is faction-wide, right? Those are faction-wide buffs. That is absolutely glorious. You know, do we need to make Grimgore any more badass than he already is? No, because he's going to pick up armor and stuff along the way. Furious Warg is not bad, but we can't afford it right now. Hurry Up is pretty good. Eyes on the prize. Again, it's faction-wide. I can't afford it. Faction-wide is like, it's too big of a decision. Let's get Woundmaker, because it's hilarious. And there is no limit to weapon strength, so... Alright, we can afford to upgrade this. We can actually afford a great many things. Let's do that. Now, the smart decision for me to pull off would be to get this army going north to defend Iron Rock, because we know there's a bunch of armies there. However, I'm not particularly smart. Thorgrim Grudgebearer, that's the name I wanted to, yeah. Gotta remember, and you still won't go for a peace treaty with me. Mind you, we are the strongest faction on the map right now, so... that wasn't particularly difficult, I'm sure you'll agree. Oh well. It's all about the few key important battles that you take and you win, you know. It's all about that. There's very little else that goes in the way of, I don't know, planning or whatever. Now, planning, who needs that? No. But seriously, like, it's mostly just the few battles that you take. Obviously, the better you are at settlement planning, the easier time you're gonna have. And this mod especially takes that to like an extreme. Because it basically what it does is it increases the skill cap for planning. So if you're really, really good at min-maxing absolutely every single building slot in a province, you're gonna have a blast with this, because, you know, you can focus on specifically one thing per province, and that'd be grand. You know, that'd be grand. You can have one province just dish out, you know, a ton of obedience, and then take all the obedience lowering penalties for everything else, and get something else up, but then that decreases growth, and so on and so forth. So it's never a simple thing, whereas in the vanilla game, it's, like, pretty simple. You know, this decreases obedience, this increases obedience, this increases money, this decreases growth. Balance them out, right? This increases growth. But now, I'll actually come to think of a vanilla game is even more simplified than that, isn't it? Yeah, like the vanilla game is this gives growth, this gives money. Pick which one you want to build. So it's like it's even simpler than that. Yeah, well. Alright, Karak Asgal is going to fall next, and then we're going to go to the Death Gorge, this place, and this place. We're going to go to the Misty Mountains, look at that. Always wanted to go to the Misty Mountains. Actually, sorry, what I should have said was, always wanted to go to the Misty Mountains Gold. Far over the Misty Mountains Gold, even. Alright, I'm going to assume and make an arse out of me and you that... Oh, actually, never mind. Let's get you there. Yeah, disable that, but you can encamp, raid for a ton of money, and reinforce a good bit of the army. So this falls next, and then this. They're going to fall in the same episode. Yay, fun. I didn't mean that sarcastically, by the way. I realise it came off sarcastically. I really do mean it. It's quite fun. What do we want here? We want the boss's tent, right? No, we want the boss's tent. We already have a boss's tent. That's why the public order is so damn great in this province. So we want something that makes us money. Growth and upkeep go down. Pile of shinies, sure. And here, also... Well, should we do this? Because we don't want this, we don't want this, we don't want... Kind of want this, right? Yeah, we'll build a pile of shinies too. So, even though the mod changes oh so many things about the buildings, the meta remains relatively the same. Just build a pile of shinies everywhere and you're good. Iron Rock, what sort of garrison? That's the wrong buttons, all of them. What sort of garrison does it have? Archers, goblins, orc boys. It cannot beat this army as it stands. How about we help you out? And we block the army. Horrible idea. Follow gained. Oh, success. Yeah, there we go. That's what I wanted to do. So this army's been blocked and it can't move. Good. That gives us time to bring you in. But does it give me enough time to upgrade Iron Rock? No, it doesn't. So we're not going to waste our time doing that. Instead... we're going to waste our time getting, when can we build this? We need 4. Not yet. Okay. Instead, we're going to waste our time building this. I think. Pretty sure. 60% sure that's what I want to do. Allows me to recruit trolls, yes. Yes, that's what we're going to do. Trolls are a glorious unit indeed. Thing with this army is, it's a warg army. So it can never have high-tier units. Luckily for us, all of these are considered low-tier units, so the upkeep for this army is actually ridiculously low. So that's good. But we do unlock technologies now, so that's helpful. Weapon strength +10 for greenskins with spears. We don't use a lot of those. Instead, let's go with better arrows. No an upgrade available. Crookbang Fort Vallea's Sorrow. No, not yet. Okay, I'll assign points to you. Let's make you an assassin. And a specialist. Because turns out I might be using you to kill people as an actual agent rather than embedded in an army. Which I practically never do, but hey. It is somewhat useful. Especially later down the line when you get enemy agents meddling around with you. The only reason you use agents is to counter enemy agents, which is a little bit contradictory and a little bit confusing, but it is true, trust me. What was the point of blocking the army if it can just do this? And I can't fight this, so there's no way I'm winning this, because I have goblins. They're going to break as soon as the Quarrelers fire off their first volley. That's funny, that. Are you going to occupy it? Alright, could have done something worse. Fair enough. Fair enough, I accept. What was that? Landmark? What's the meaning of that icon? I don't know. Let's hurry up. Actually, we're going to call it here, I think. Thank you very much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. Like, subscribe down below if you enjoyed the video. I'll stay tuned with the rest of the series, and I'll see you guys next time. Hopefully I fixed the microphone issue. I think it sounds a little bit better now. It's just Warhammer 2. I've been recording other things, and it was completely fine. It's just this game that's causing trouble. Don't know why. Oh, what do you want? Probably, you're good with me, so probably like an alliance? Access, sure. Alright, there we go. See you next time.